What's a random fact about you? During the Great Depression, my great-grandfather changed his last name so he could work in the factories. Due to this, my family carried on the new last name. Pro tip for the new Great Depression. I went to school with Logan Paul. He used to lift me off the ground whenever he saw me. I specifically remember wanting him to be expelled. Shocker, considering how major of a shitbag he is on YouTube. I grew up in the town where Napoleon Dynamite was filmed. Went to the high school with all the colorful lockers. Many people in the film are family and friends. Fun fact about that movie, the inside and outside shots of his house are two different houses. The inside of his house was my great-grandpa's. They even kept my granddad's super long landline phone cord. If I stand still for more than about 10 seconds, my right ankle will pop. When I move, guaranteed. If I stand still for more than 10 seconds, I become invisible. In late 1980s, in grade 10, I soldered FM radio station based on schema from some German electronics book and had radio shows for my neighbor 2 kilometers radius. The original podcast. The Great Granddads, who spent tireless hours ticking away on their telegraphs, would like a word with you. I ate an entire grapefruit, skin and all, for $20. Regretted it. I also hate grapefruit. That's disgusting. I was at a wrestling meet and watched a kid eat an orange peel and all, and I have no idea what compelled him to do it. He was doing it casually too, so I know it wasn't a bet or anything. I'm pretty sure he won states as a freshman though, so I guess whatever works. I am the only girl born into my family for 5 generations. I'm talking like 30 boys throughout the generations. I think this means you're part of a prophecy. Good luck in your quest. At one point, I had 6 canine teeth visible at the same time. Well. Bow wow. I wrote a poem that is used to teach English in Slovenian schools. What is it? Is the website I put the poem on. Is what they did with it. You can't see it properly. I used to have an old laptop that broke where I could look at it properly. Edit. I don't think the link to the poem worked. Try edit too. Thanks everyone. Really appreciate the kind words. Is a link to my page with all my other poems if anyone is interested. I grew up in a cult and changed my name 10 years later. Well, if you don't mind me asking, which cult was it? And what got you to leave? I like birds. I've seen 407 different species as of today. Had my hand split open by a chainsaw wielded by a coworker. It was an accident. Severed both my extensor tendons in my thumb. Surgery consisted of repurposing one of the indices extensor tendons of the same hand to my thumb, to strengthen the suture for 3 months after the brace came off. When I extended my index finger, my thumb moved because my brain still thought the tendon was attached to my index finger. Trippy. I have never been to McDonald's. Was this a health choice you carried along with you or what? I still remember my combination from my locker in high school. I'm still in high school and I still can't remember it. I'm currently eating a second banana, even though I only wanted one, because I accidentally ripped the peel of the second while separating it from the first. Edit. I didn't just eat the second because I ripped the peel on the first one too. Lol. When my son was little, he ate a banana and fell asleep. I picked him up to take him to bed and he woke and threw up all over me. I've never eaten a banana since. Throughout my 34 years of life, I've broken my wrist, had it rebroken, got bit by a chow chow, fallen upstairs, fallen downstairs, fell barefoot and ripped the pad off my big toe, had sunstroke, had a second-degree sunburn, had a few mild concussions, got a sewing needle surgically removed from my ankle bone in a tragic cross-stitching injury, and the pièce de resistance, I smashed my finger in my car door, which fractured it and cracked the nail plate, which allowed bacteria into the fracture, and I am the clumsiest person I've ever met, and my name is used as a verb when friends or family hurt themselves in spectacularly fucked up ways. A tragic cross-stitching injury. Lol. I was born with 12 fingers and 12 toes. Can you still control additional fingers like normal ones or not? They're in the trash somewhere in Louisiana. So yes. I have piloted more aircraft than I have flown in commercially. Edit. I'll put in an edit for those confused. I've only flown once commercially when I was younger and never needed to go on a plane since. I received pilot lessons for my 16th, so I flew a 6-seater with one propeller. And I have also flown a glider. Same. I once told a mate that I had only been in 2 aircraft, both of them training aircraft, and they looked at me like I was an alien. Edit. I can't English apparently. I have no sense of smell. Edit. No, it's not from COVID, although I did test positive for it a month ago. I got pushed off a balcony when I was 5 or 6 and I landed on my head. That's what I attribute it to. I don't remember what smelling is like, and I have about 30% normal taste. Absolutely no sensation of smells, not even strong ones. Do you find this to be beneficial or irritating based on the way other people talk about smells? Beneficial for the most part. It only sucks when it comes to tasting food and knowing if my clothes need to be washed or not. I have no idea what a beef smells like, and it's nice not get bothered by people. Rip. My grandmother was the nurse on duty when my mom went into labor. My grandma delivered me on her 50th birthday. Aw man. Nobody wants to have a grandparent pass away at 63. I'm immune to HIV, bubonic plague, and norovirus, discovered a few years ago through Prometheus. For the love of mankind, spread your genes. Donate your genetic material. PM me for genetic donations. I'm really good at remembering dates. I remember everyone's birthday once I hear it once. I can often recall events from my childhood down to the month. Drives my dad crazy cause he's terrible with dates. Edit. To clear some stuff up, it's not like a Rain Man ability where you can give me a date and I'll tell you what I was doing then, but more if you gave me an event from my past I'll be able to tell you that. Like my dad recently asked me when we first went to Poland and I instantly responded April 2012. He had no clue. Secondly, to all the people giving me dates of their birthdays, it doesn't work that way. I need either a face to the day, or an event related to that day. If it's just a random date with nothing to associate me with it, I'll forget. Glad y'all enjoyed my little ability, haha. I'm like this. It's kinda annoying that I remember the birthdays of people I haven't talked in decades, and when we were tight they didn't know mine. I don't know why I remember dates so well. I also remember other number sequences too, like airline ticket confirmation codes. See them once and remember them 2 months later. I wish there was a way to capitalize on this crazy skill. I have a white birthmark on the side of my head which makes all the hair in that area. All my toes are curved. I was the kid who won the Nick at Night Kids' Choice Awards contest in 2010 where they fly you and your family out to California to walk the carpet with the celebrities. 9/10 needed more slime. Edit. Y'all made my day. I don't get to tell this story too often, but I was as happy about it today as I was in 2010. Well, a little less now because I don't have a Burger King buffet. Proof of Burger King buffet. Or as others call it, Kids' Choice Awards. Edit 2. It's a pretty long story. If you lovely folks really want to know about it, I can post a video on YouTube about the experience. If you find people would